Hello, welcome back. It's the beginning of August now. I can't quite believe how fast this year has gone and kind of what a crazy year it's been too. But I'm just here at home and I'm about to plant a variety of different seeds in these 10-litre buckets, and I thought I'd bring you along and show you the varieties that I'm growing. The reason that I'm going to be growing in these 10-litre buckets is because I've had some really good harvests this year, but I've also had some massive failures. And because we're heading into autumn soon, you know, it's midsummer now, we don't have lots of time for some of our tender crops to actually mature. So what I've decided to do is grow in these 10-litre buckets, so when it starts getting a bit cooler, there's less light during the day, I can move these into my polytunnel or my greenhouse to finish maturing, or just to hunker down over the winter, so I've got a really nice crop of tasty vegetables early in the year. So the containers that I'm going to be sowing my seeds in today are just 10-litre flower buckets. I get these from our local supermarket. They get their cut flowers delivered in these, and then they sell off them in like packs of 10 really cheap. So I've got about 50 of these dotted all around the place, so I thought these would be perfect to start using because they're a really good size. There is another channel called Homegrown Veg, and he actually grows all of his vegetables pretty much in these 10-litre flower buckets, and he gets some really great harvests. So back a very long time ago when I found his channel, I did pick up quite a few of these, and I found these really handy. But to be honest, if you don't have flower buckets and you've got no way of getting hold of them, any large flower pot is going to do the same job, or big old box that you've got. You know, as gardeners, we all have lots of pots around the place, so you should be able to find something that you can repurpose pretty easily. You just need to make sure when you are using plastic in the garden as containers that it is food safe. And it's not going to perish and fall apart and leave lots of microplastics in the ground. But anyway, let's get started. Before I get started, I better just mention as well that I am based in the UK and my growing zone is 8B, and we're in August now. It's midsummer for us, so you might need to bear that in mind if you're watching from a different climate around the world. Also, I just want to apologise, my neighbour is out in his garden using his digger at the moment, so you might hear that in the background. But let's get into this now. The first thing that I am going to be sowing in containers is beans. Now, my French climbing beans, or my pole beans, this year have done really badly. We had some wind early on in the year and everything just got battered in my garden. So the French beans and the bush beans have done so well. In my polytunnel they've done really well, and in the pots out the front of my garden they've also done really well. So I'm going to try and attempt to get some more in pots and get a lovely little harvest very late in the year. So I have Annabelle here. It does say that this is a really reliable heavy cropper, but I've only got one pot of these that have survived, so I'm going to be getting these in the ground. I'm also going to be doing some Canadian Wonder. These are kidney beans, the red kidney beans, so if I can get more of these I will be very happy because we eat quite a lot of those. And then the last lot is a yellow dwarf bean here, and this is called Calidor. In my allotment, sorry, in my polytunnel, these have done really well and they're maturing really nicely. So I would like to get another little crop of these too. The second lot of seeds that I'm going to be growing today are carrots. I've done really badly this year with carrots. I think I've got 2 growing in the ground up at the allotment. So carrots grow really well in containers, and you can just keep growing them even all the way up till about October, and then just overwintering them, and you'll be harvesting them in February time. But today, if I get these in pots, I'm hoping that my Christmas dinner can have some homegrown carrots on. And the third seeds that I'm going to be sowing today are parsnips. Again, like the carrots, I don't think I have any growing at all. It's been a really poor year for germination, but I got these seeds brand new this year from a company called Tamar Organics. I'd really recommend going over to their website. They are based in Cornwall in the UK, and what is so good about the company is everything comes in paper, including the packaging that comes through the door. With parsnips, the seeds need to be really fresh, so I'm hoping that if I get some of these in pots again, I might be having some for my Christmas dinner, but also I will be able to leave them out to get a lovely hard frost. So hopefully in about February time, I'll be getting some lovely sweet little stems. The fourth variety of seeds that I'm going to be sowing today are called broccoli rabe. These mature much quicker than the normal larger broccoli that we're used to seeing in the supermarket, but you can pretty much sow these all year round. And number 5 is some radish. Radish again are pretty good at being able to grow all year round, and they always taste absolutely lovely. Whether you grate them in a salad or put them in a stew, they taste absolutely amazing. And if you've got a spare pot, I would recommend getting a couple of these sown this year. So there you go, that is the 5 varieties of seeds that I'm growing this August in containers. I really hope you've enjoyed watching today, and I hope I may have inspired some of you to dust off any old containers that you've got dotted around the garden, get them filled with some soil and planted with some seeds, because you know what, especially later on in the year, you can never have too many harvests. If this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, please do hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you can be notified of all of my latest videos. YouTube have some videos up on the screen now that they think you'll like, so please go ahead and watch those, and I will catch up with you in the next episode. Bye!